This is a showdown we've circled on the calendar as number 1 goes on the road to face a top 10 team. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of some of the most loyal fans in the sport. Memorial Stadium, home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last season's national champions, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Play action here on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a man down the middle. He's stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. In the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Oh, he makes the catch. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away.
Breaks into the clear. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Formation. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He's got room to run. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Short throw complete to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Makes a quick run. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Brought down for the completion. Moves the ball down to the 4.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He escapes the pocket. Incomplete. As good as he threw the ball, that's a big 3rd down defensive play.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's 4th down from the 4. They're going for it. Looking to chuck it again. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Off the play fake on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves his sticks. First down. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. It's a run to the left. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Tries to get it to the running back. Looking right, this one caught. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Huskers. That's how you finish a play.
Just how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first play of the drive now from the 25. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Oh, they can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway. They're one of the star players on this defense. Couldn't make it.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series. He almost threw another one.
Looking to pass here on second down. Is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Who's going to take it in? A game-changing play. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. He comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Now he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
How aggressive do you get on first and 10? Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. He's got it inside the 10. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Finds an open target on the left side. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love that they're not giving up. They are continuing to fight to try to get themselves back into this game.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. He hands it to the back. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. be the last play of the quarter coming up. The back's got it. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. And moves the football to the 27 and a first down. Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and
he's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they'll set up for the PAT. So they find the reliable tight end, and he makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, you've got a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
Fields it just outside the goal line. The Nebraska offense back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They look to throw it here on second down. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. The Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Offense in hurry-up mode.
That is a first down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offense?
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down for the sack.
On the move now. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Important third down play coming up. Quick pass, the catch is made. Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. needs a completion here on 4th down. The pocket breaking down. Headed for the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
QB keeper all the way. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And they tack on the extra point. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The Ohio State offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. Grab made by the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big 1st down.
Gets made on the out route, and the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Now it's 2nd down here. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looks to the left, pass caught. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
The shotgun handoff here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a grab! It's a quick tackle. Stop the ball at the 11 and a red zone opportunity now. The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's got it with room to run. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Shotgun formation. Here's the inside handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
You had the coverage that you want here as a quarterback. Receiver runs a really good route, and the quarterback just misses it. Now, the one thing I'll say about on the outcut is I'd rather have it thrown towards the sideline than behind the receiver where it can be intercepted. So he misses it, but at least it's not a pick.
Complete with the running back, but can he get there?
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! A huge special teams score. An electrifying play, Kirk. He was just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Huskers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So they'll start this drive with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And it's caught. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run that hurry up. First down. Looking to throw the football. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really did give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made on the right side. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. They make the stop, but it's a big play with 31. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Just flings it out of bounds and the pass rush closing in. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Cornhuskers will kick it deep to begin the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Buckeye offense back onto the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch is made down the middle. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The Buckeyes are on the move here.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that previous play. quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Snags the quick throw. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Crucial third down play right here. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw over the middle. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
The Buckeyes will come to the line on fourth down, looking to keep the drive going. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Moves out of the pocket. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, in a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's got it near the end zone. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense.
After that completion, Chris, on this corner route, see if the offensive coordinator comes out later in the same look, but this time sends the receiver fake to the outside to the corner and back to the inside on a post. He'll catch the defense off guard.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And tackled there by the defense. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair.
Well, I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, he's wide open. Look out. They bring him down, but it's a big gain up to the 47. And the Huskers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Handoff in a single back formation. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He stopped it, but it's a 1st down. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on a 1st down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
Now here's the toss play. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle.
That's a really good run by this offense, and Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. 3rd and short now for the offense for the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert to keep the drive going? They'll try to run for the first down. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
The Cornhuskers will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Bringing pressure. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Receivers are bunched together. He'll hand it off. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Using his legs here. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself. The Huskers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble. Getting set. Here's second down. And the back now goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's the running back in the flat. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. No huddle now for the offense. Third and short to try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up fourth and short. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fires it to the wideout. It is intercepted. Breaks into the open. Across the 40. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, I understand the play call here as an offensive coordinator, trailing by a couple scores. You need a quick strike. Quarterback that time forces it in there, and give credit to the secondary for coming up with that interception.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. That's a nice catch along the sideline, but it gains nothing. Wideout's now clustered. Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. But just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. He made good on his last attempt, but this one is from 45 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. The lead remains 10 after that miss.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
On the move now. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
He's back to throw again on second down. This time a completion. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Cornhuskers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And the Huskers will have first and 10 here.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Cornhuskers line it up with first and goal. Wants to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there, and if it's not there, throw it away, and live for the next down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. The quarterback takes it in himself.
And Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the bill.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here's a regular season game, Kirk, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is, if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top-5 team late in the year playing this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also, you'd like to think, a much easier path in the postseason.
He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having the lead here in the fourth.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. They'll have to throw it here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. And they pick up the first on the ground. And they convert on third down. Move the ball to the 36. A matchup of two powerful teams this late in the year. We thought it kind of had a playoff preview feel to it, and the higher-ranked team has taken care of business. They're going to emerge, looks like, with a huge W going forward.
I think the thing that really stood out in this football game is that higher-ranked team dealing with the pressure and the expectations. They handled business. Really good football game. Both these teams will benefit from playing in this game late in the year, but now comes the pressure. Higher-ranked team wins this game. Now the expectations every single week will be high. They'll have to continue to play with great poise.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Chewing clock with the running game. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Yeah, they try to run the football here, and they're unable to get that first down. The clock does keep moving. The big question now is third down. What do? Keep it on the ground again, or roll the dice, throw the football, knowing an incompletion, the clock will stop.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. There's the snap, then he just takes a knee. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.